know what I said? That's all I said. First of all, I'll tell you right now what I said. And I will tell you that this was not a joke. It's a true story. And I just happened to tell it. All right, what happened was I went to a gallery party. All right? I don't know who in here has ever been rich before, but these are very nice parties. Wine and cheese and ball of conversation. And there was a few eccentric types, one of which was a very wealthy man that happened to be wearing a dress. I don't know what you call him, man. This is a tranny or a drag queen, perhaps. Whatever it was definitely a man. And this man was definitely on drugs. I don't know what kind of drugs he's on, but I knew he had too much. He didn't look good. It's like this. He's like, he looked sick. And all his friends were standing around him, concerned, trying to revive him. I don't know whether it looked like some kind of gay CPR. There was fanning and shit. I saw all this from a distance. Now, I should have minded my own business, but I got curious. I was like, oh. And I went over there. All I said, excuse me, gentlemen, is he okay? And then they looked at me like I was evil. She is fine. I said, word? Oh. I'm sorry, I didn't know this is what we were doing. Here's my thing. I would support anybody's right to be whoever they feel like they are inside. I'm your ally in that. However, my question is, to what degree do I have to participate in your self-image? Is it fair that I have to change my whole pronoun game up for this mother? Makes sense. Seriously. If I put on an Argyle sweater and I'm like, hey everybody, I feel like a white guy in this sweater and I want some goddamn respect and a bank loan. That's not gonna work. I feel, why should I give a fuck how you feel? Here's a pronoun. But there was no time for philosophical debate. This was an emergency situation. I said, fine. Sorry, guys. I was just worried because she looks terrible. She just fell off the bench. Appears that her d is popping out of her dress. You mind if I call an ambulance, champ? I'd rather not be at a party where a tranny ODs. There's too many questions to answer. Okay, I've been through this before. I had a friend from high school. Now, in high school, this guy was a thug, right? He was a dope boy. He did it all. He's a wild dude. People used to be very scared of him. And then after high school, word on the street was he'd come out the closet. I personally didn't believe it. I bring him up because last year, he calls me out of the blue like, yo, what's up, man? I got your number from so-and-so. I heard you're going to be in New York doing a show. Could I get some tickets? I was like, yeah, get some tickets, man. How you been? He said, well, we'll catch up at the show, man. But, yo, I appreciate it. I'll see you soon. I said, all right, man, take care. And I was about to hang up, and I couldn't resist. I was just like, hey, nigga, you was gay. What's going on with that? And I wish I didn't ask. Because he sounded like he was dying to talk about that shit. And he had a long story about it. And it's not that I didn't care, but I was, I don't like talking on the phone. I was watching TV at the same time. So I just wasn't really paying attention like I should. But I was trying to sound supportive, but I didn't really know what to say. So I just like mumbling shit throughout this conversation. I was just like, well, you gay, man. You just gay. Like, This went on for a while, and then finally I had to say something like definitive to get him off the phone. And I was like, hey, man, you know what? Don't let people get you down, all right? And the next time someone tries to make you feel bad about yourself, just remember, everybody looks funny to somebody. He didn't like that shit. He's like, what the does that mean? I said, huh? He said, you saying I'm funny, motherfucker? I said, no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying everybody's different. He said, you ain't say different, nigga. You said funny. What's so funny about the way I fuck? And I said, hey, man, I fuck feet. He said, what? Oh, this is not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. I get women to squeeze their feet together like this, and I fuck them right in that little space in their feet. But you can't build a community behind that shit. There's no flag for us. That shit made him laugh. And the next day, after the show, I saw him backstage. He was like, yo, what's up, man? I'm like, oh, shit, what's going on? And he had his buddy with him. He goes, Dave, I want you to meet Manuel. Manuel's my fiance. We're in New York getting married because it's legal here. I said, well, congratulations, fellas. And Manuel was like, gracias. And he went to go get some drinks. And then my buddy looked at me. He was like, so, Dave, what do you think? And I started mumbling again. You gay, nigga, you know, just gay. He said, yeah, I'm a little nervous about getting married, man. It's a big step. I said, yeah, it is. It's a big step. He said, well, you've been married for a while. You got any advice for us? No, I'm married to a woman. Sorry about that. And they corrected me. He said, no, you married the person that you love. So it's essentially the same. I said, you know, man, the problem with that statement is that it makes the assumption that I love her. But you guys lighten the up. Of course I love my wife. She laughs at this shit. As a matter of fact, she eats and spends this shit. You know what I told him? I told him, I said, you know what you should do, man? First of all, you shouldn't do it. I'm talking about being legally married. It's not that you're gay as much as just legal marriage is a fucking diabolical leverage game in the United States. I'm just being honest. Devoid of religious significance or the idea of love, marriage is nothing but an awful contract that you shouldn't sign. I'm just being real. Because you start out loving each other and then like 2 years later you're just building a case against one another for a hypothetical court date that may or may not ever happen. You throw being gay on top of that, that shit is explosive. Like I said, Ray Rice shit. Okay, right after Ray Rice went through all that shit, I was at a party and I met this kid, Michael Sams. You know Michael Sams? Very nice guy. He's the first openly gay NFL player. And Mike's a very nice guy, very brave guy. But when I met him, I couldn't help but thinking, now what's going to happen when Michael Sams beats his wife up in the elevator? Is that domestic violence or is that just two niggas working shit out in the elevator? You know what I mean? Anyway, I give all married men the same advice, gay or straight. Get a dog. This dog will love you all the time, but she's not going to. It's real talk. I didn't even know about dogs, and my kids got the dog. They brought him home from the shelter, and I didn't even want him. They were like, can we keep him? I said, nope. I said, where'd you even get this dog? They're like, we got him from the shelter. I was like, ew. Probably something wrong with him. You can't keep him. And then my kids started crying and screaming like the dog had gambling debts. Please, Dad, if you don't let us keep him, they're going to kill him. I was like, oh. All right, you can keep him. And this dog was a menace. I hated his guts. Then one night I had smoked a bunch of weed and I was eating a sandwich and Baba came over. Baba's a dog. He came over and was staring at me. This will make you very uncomfortable if you're just looking at you. I had to give him a piece of my sandwich so he'd go away. And that's how we became friends. Now, if you see me walking down the street with Baba, I ain't got no leash or nothing. He walks right next to me. If I stop, he'll stop. And if I go, he'll go. And all my friends are like, yo, Dave, that shit is dope. How you train Baba to do that shit? I've never trained Baba. Just a messy eater. If I drop food and Baba's not around, all I got to do is call him. Baba! He's a black dude's dog, so he doesn't come right away. He peeks first to see what's going on. They eat nasty food. All they ate was corn and shit. Doritos, I think they call it. That's right. People only see the surface. They see the division in our foods. It's because I eat chicken and watermelon. They think that that's something wrong with me. Let me tell you something. If you don't like chicken or watermelon, something is wrong with you, something wrong with you. Where are all these people that don't like chicken and watermelon? I'm sick of hearing about how bad it is. It's great. I'm waiting for chicken to approach me to do a commercial, nigga. I'll do it for free, chicken. It's the least I can do. They make fun of Latin people for eating, what y'all eat? Beans, rice, corn. Listen, that's not a reason to hate, all right? It's funny, but it's not a reason to hate. The only reason these things are even an issue is because nobody knows what white people eat. You've been very good at keeping that shit a secret amongst yourselves. I study white people. You don't know that. I'm writing a paper on you. Not even for school, nigga, just to do it. Just to get, I'm doing independent research. I'm spending my money. That's why I'm working so hard. I follow you around grocery stores. They freak out. I just try to peek in the cart. They always say, get away from my cart, nigga. What are you looking at? Chicken and giblets are over there. You must be lost. These are vegetables. I know what you drink. See how quiet it got? Grape juice. Surprise, didn't know I knew about grape juice, did you? Oh, don't play dumb with me. Look at what is it? A lot of black people don't have the privilege of knowing about grape juice because they have grape drink. It's not the same formula that you get. Ain't no vitamins in that shit. You might have one of your black friends over. Todd, would you care for a glass of grape juice? What? Nigga, what is juice? I want some grape drink, baby. It's purple. I don't think I know what a grape drink is. What? I have some apple juice if you want. What is juice? I want some apple drink. Scream. Remember that commercial for Sunny Delight when all the kids run in from outside playing? They all run to the fridge. All right, I got some purple stuff, some Sunny D. As soon as you say Sunny D, all the kids go, yeah! Watch the black kid in the back. If you ever see that commercial again, look at that black kid. He'd be like, I want that purple stuff. That's drink, nigga. That is drink. They want drink. I want all them vitamins, nigga. I want drink. Sugar, water, purple. That's the ingredient. Sugar, water, and of course, purple. It's two. I got a lot of things to talk about tonight. First of all, I've stopped smoking weed. With black people, you didn't let me finish my God damn. I'm sorry, black people, to break the news so publicly, but I can't smoke with you anymore. Every time I smoke weed with my black friends, all you talk about is your trials and tribulations. I'm sick of that shit. I got my own problems. Nigga, that's a waste of weed. I'm smoking weed to run away from my problems, not take on yours. From now on, I smoke weed exclusively with white people. Calm down. You win by default. You got good weed conversation. All white people talk about when they get high is other times that they got high. I can listen to that shit all night. Dude, remember at Frank's last week? Smashed, man. And catalogs everything they drink. 2 shots of Jaeger, tequila, 4 bong hits, man, beer, cheeseburger. That shit is great. Only bad part is you cannot pass out around white people. Every time white dudes pass out around each other, they always do some borderline gay shit when the guy's asleep. Frank fell asleep, so he like stuck a carrot in his ass and put shaving cream on his balls. Like, Why, motherfucker? Do that to a friend of yours? He trusted you enough to sleep around you? You gonna put a carrot in his ass? Is that nice? I tell you right now, if I put a carrot in a black dude's ass, a nigga will kill you when he wakes up for some shit like that. That is an automatic death sentence on the street. It's a rap for you. I'm gonna kill that. I thought y'all was friends, baby. What happened? I fell asleep at his house, right? We was drinking, and I fell asleep at his house, and while I was sleeping, right? I'm just gonna kill that, all right? That's all you need to know. But everybody's getting along. I see that shit. I see it all around. Blacks and whites don't fight so much. You know who don't have no beef with anybody is Asian people. I see how y'all be doing. Y'all just lay in the cut. Only people Asian people beef with is other Asian people. Like if you call a Korean guy Chinese, I've done this. They will flip out. Hey! What make you think I'm Chinese? I am Korean. I look Chinese. Yes, I do look Chinese. That's why I said it. It's an accident. Nigga, to the untrained eye, you all look Chinese to me. It's a mistake. I'm not trying to offend you. Some people say all black people look alike. We don't get bent out of shape. We normally just call those people police. Okay? Just learn to live with it. That's all I can tell you. Everybody's afraid of police. I'm scared to death of these police. I am, nigga. I got a police scanner. First money I got, this is the first shit I went out, bought me a police scanner. I just listen to before I go out, just to make sure everything's cool. You hear shit on it.
Calling all cars, be on the lookout for a black male between 4'7" and 6'8".
Staying in the crib tonight. Gotta work on that alibi for a minute. Every black person needs an alibi. I do them impromptu joints. If I'm by myself and need out, I'll just open up the windows in the apartment, turn all the lights on, start beating off right in the window. Look at me. Hey, everybody, look, it's me, Dave Chappelle. I'm crazy. I'm jerking off. Note the time. 2:35. Look at me. I'm jerking off in the window. 2:35. Comedian Dave Chappelle is June 10th. Note the time. That shit could save my life.
Officer David Chappelle couldn't have done that. I saw him in his window masturbating from 2:35 to 2:37. I'm certain of it. He was standing on a clock and holding a calendar and today's paper.
The alibis. I can't be no celebrity. This shit is just the worst. I'm seeing it. I see why stars are crazy now. I went to Disney World with my kids, which is a big deal for me. I don't get to see my kids so much. I do Chappelle Show 20 hours a day, sleep for like half an hour, raise my kids for 10, 20 minutes, and I go back to work. Now, this particular day, I got to hook up with the kids. We went to Disney World. Everybody at the park. Hey, Rick James, bitch. Hey, I'm Rick James, bitch. It's like, hey, man, hey. You mind not calling me a bitch in front of my kids? Time out. We take a day off. Even Mickey Mouse did it. I said, this is the most unprofessional shit I have ever seen in my life. Rick James, bitch. Oh, I was fed up. I caught that with an uppercut. Bop! Knocked his head clean off. Everybody was screaming. Oh my God! Oh my God! Mickey Mouse is Mexican! I had a terrible time in Disney World. Disney World is like a whole nother country anyway. They got their own currency. That shit is ridiculous. As soon as I check in the hotels, welcome to Disney World, Mr. Chappelle. Can we interest you in some Disney dollars? Nah, man, I'm cool. You can't buy weed and pussy with Disney dollars. Like, I'm on vacation. I like them greenbacks.
I like them greenbacks. You know what I'm saying? It's the kind of money people spend. People is very particular about that. I saw that. That was one of the main stories from the war. Was the first big thing we did was they said, now that Iraq has been liberated, we have managed to take Saddam Hussein's face off of the money. And I'm not gonna lie, when that press conference came off, I was like choked up. I was actually proud to be an American because that is a very subtle psychological nuance of oppression to have a dictator on your money. And it's thoughtful to be able to take the fucker off for the goodwill of another person, right? But then I thought, well, if you could do that for Iraq, what about our money, man? Our money looked like baseball cards with slave owners on. George Washington is the worst of the worst. Yes, I said it. You mythologize this motherfucker like he was the greatest dude, man. If I went back in time with a white person and we saw George Washington walking in front of our time machine, my white friend would probably be like, oh my God, Dave, look, there's George Washington. It's the father of this great nation. I'm gonna go shake his hand. I'd be on the other side like, run, nigga, George Washington. And we'd both be right. You like him because he wrote the Declaration of Independence and all that shit. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men are created equal. Go get me a sandwich, nigger, or I'll kill you. Liberty, justice for all. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Wait a minute, did he not own slaves? Didn't he own slaves? That's all I'm saying. I almost protested the war in the beginning. Almost. Until I saw what happened to them Dixie chicks. I said, that. If they'll do that to 3 white women, they will tear my black ass to pieces. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, man, they would. But I'm like, for real, why you care so much what the Dixie chicks say? It's not like they political scientists or nothing. They just bitches that can sing good. You know what I mean? Stop worshiping celebrities so much. Just don't listen, don't pay attention. I remember right around September 11th, Ja Rule was on MTV. That's what they said. We got Ja Rule on the phone. Let's see what Ja's thoughts are on this tragedy. Who gives a Ja Rule thinks at a time like this, nigga? This is ridiculous. I don't want to dance. I'm scared to death. I want some answers that Ja Rule might not have right now. I think when bad shit happens to me, I'll be in the crib like, oh my God, this is terrible. Could somebody please find Ja Rule, get hold of this so I can make sense of all this? Where is Ja? I need Ja Rule. I don't even know why people listen to me. I'll say anything, nigga. I've done commercials for Coke and Pepsi. I don't give a what comes out of my mouth. I just say what it takes. Whatever it takes, that's what I'm saying. If you want to know the truth, can't even taste the difference. Surprise! All I know was Pepsi paid me most recently, so tastes better. It's pretty much how the game goes. I'm just being real, man. There's too much goo-gagging over celebrities. People don't know what's fake and what's real anymore. That's why Bill Cosby got in trouble. Look what happened to Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby said some real shit, and the whole world freaked out on him. For what? For having an opinion? Just because he was selling pudding pops for the last 40 years, people forget that he's a nigga from Philly in the projects, and he might say some real shit from time to time. It's not that big of a deal. I spoke at my old high school, and I told them straight up, if you can, I just hope they listen. This shit is ridiculous. People worship television. They worship this shit. You know, like if you watch a movie, right? Say you're watching a movie, and one character says to another character, say, hey, what's your number, man? What's the other character always say? 555, 5555. You know why we got to do that? Because stupid ass people go to the movies and then go home and try to call the characters that they just saw. Hello, is Indiana Jones here? No, fake. It's not his number. And to be honest, this is the worst time in history to be a black celebrity. They locking all our stars up. It's hot right now for black celebrities. I knew it was bad when Kobe got in trouble. I said, this is a wrap for us. He's one of the most wholesome dudes we had. Lock him up, everything. Kobe kept it together. Thank God he held his game together, because if he was cracking under the pressure and getting like 6 points a game, the whole LA would have been like, that nigger is guilty. Kobe was playing his ass off. He was playing like his freedom depended on that shit. You see that in them games, this nigga's trying to beat that case on the court. Like the judge threw him the ball, like, play for your freedom. If I could talk to Kobe, I'd be like, just relax, you'll be fine, man, because the public is still giving Kobe the benefit of the doubt. He's one of the few black celebrities that get that. Not because he's a celebrity, more because, you know, the girl showed up with 8 different semens to the investigation. You can't do that. That's 7 too many. That's a lot of semen, man. This bitch got Noah's Ark on her panties. Like, what, you trying to recreate humanity or something? She's a collector. She got every unsolved mystery. The answer might be in this girl's paint. That's the first place I look. OJ's other glove is in there. Bigfoot's footprint. 3 CSI reruns is in. We got the most diabolical draws ever. A celebrity. This is not the time to be a black star. They're locking all our stars up. Black celebrities, this is a witch hunt for us, man. God damn it. It's all OJ's fault. Ever since OJ got away, white people have just been locking up our stars one by one. It's true. And it's not even OJ's fault. It's our fault. We celebrated too openly when OJ got acquitted. We should have been quiet about that shit. As soon as it's not guilty, niggas just think, oh, in your face, nigga, in your face. It hurts, don't it? It hurts. Burns, doesn't it, nigga? Ooh, that justice system burns, doesn't it? Welcome to my world, man. White people wanted OJ's ass bad. City of LA spent over $12 million just trying. And the look on white people's face when he was acquitted, priceless. Priceless. And that's why I don't trip off of being a celebrity. I don't like it. I don't trust it. There's 1 minute they all love you, and the next thing you know, you're in front of that courthouse dancing on top of a car just trying to figure out the thing. That's what I'm waiting for, because the timing of this Michael Jackson shit is what makes me doubt it. Every time there's wars going out of control, or the economy gets bad, or something is wrong with the world at large, it's always these moments in history that Michael Jackson will coincidentally jerk off a kid. This is getting a little ridiculous. Like, are you planning this shit? Do you have meetings?
Michael, thank you for coming. As you know, Michael, the war has not been going as well as we expected. There's been a lot of hiccups, and the public is asking us a lot of questions, of course, and, well, Michael, there's no nice way to say this, and all I know how to do is be direct, so let me just be direct. We're going to need you to jerk off another child, Mike. I'm sorry. I am sorry. But it would really help out.
Or maybe he did it. Who knows? Who knows? That's the thing. That's what I wanted to say. Who knows? Who knows? Mike, God, and this little boy know. That's about it. That's about it. The only reason that I can even talk about this shit is because everybody is speculating. They all think he did it. And I don't think he did it. I'm alone in this. I don't think he did it. I'm not going to say I don't think he did it. That's too strong. Let me just say I am reserving judgment until all the facts come out. But so far from what I heard, I mean, the kid said he was dying of cancer. He was in Make-A-Wish Foundation. He claims he had 2 weeks to live, and it was his dying wish to meet Michael Jackson. Come on, man, give me a fucking break. This kid is 10 years old. He don't remember Thriller. The fuck you want to meet Michael Jackson for, honestly? I remember Thriller, and I just like kind of want to meet this nigga. Like, I wouldn't break an appointment to meet him. I'll put it that way. I'd have to already be free. That's ridiculous. It's like if I'm down in 2 weeks and go, oh, mama, get me in a room with Chubby Chuckle. I wouldn't want to meet my last 2 weeks. Why not Usher or somebody like this? So then the kid claims he goes to Michael's house. This is where it all gets crazy. I don't, like, you know, he does everything you'd expect at Michael's house. They climb trees and rode roller coasters and Ferris wheels. The chef made cookies, pies, and cakes. They was petting the monkey and the giraffe, sang songs, kid shit. And in the middle of all this childlike activity, for some reason, Mike pulled out some wine and some pills and sucked this kid's dick. Folks, it hurts me to say it. And the kid had the nerve to call that abuse. Motherfucker is a good host. God damn, what else do you want? What else do you want? I'm lucky to get a glass of grape drink at my friend's house. Let alone a roller coaster ride and my dick sucked. Mike must be confused, like I brought you in my house, I fed you, I sucked your dick, and this is how you repay me? This was your wish, not mine. Thought you were dying in 2 weeks. Motherfuckers. I've been in court for a year and a half. You get stronger every time I see you. Wouldn't it be some ironic shit if they found out through this case that the cure for cancer was Michael Jackson sucking your dick somehow? Like if Mike had powers like Green Mile and all the kids like, please, Mike, suck our dicks. Never again. We didn't appreciate it.
Can we at least study your saliva? Please, Mike.
It just doesn't stop, though. It just doesn't stop. And the only reason I can talk about Mike is because he's a freak. He is a freak. That's why people let you talk about him. Because if I brought up Kathy, it'd get quiet as shit. But about a year ago, there was a mixed martial arts match, a professional fight, unprecedented, never happened before. It was a fight with a trans woman versus what we used to call back in the old days, a woman. It's a pretty shocking fight. Can't believe that an athletic body would sanction such a bout, and yet it happened. And normally, I don't gamble. You better believe, nigga, everything. The house, the kids' college, everything. Everything on that trans woman to win. Well, I'm still rich, aren't I? That trans woman beat the brakes off that regular bitch. Broke bones in her face, everything. From the first bell, I was at the TV screaming, "Stop the fight!" Beat the shit out of her. And the next day, this transphobic ass media starts blaming the trans woman for winning the fight, breaking bones in that regular bitch's face. But we know the truth. I want to be politically correct too. But goddamn it, that was that regular woman's fault, bitch. That was dangerous. You know what the it is. You know what it is. You're crazy. You're gonna get yourself killed. If I put some lipstick on Mike Tyson, you want to fight him too, bitch? What are you doing? What are you doing? 2 weeks later, I can't make this up. 2 weeks later, it's a professional boxing match. It's trans man versus the man. All right, audience, you're at the window. Place your bets. This one was harder. I had to look at pictures first. When I saw them pictures, I was all in. Everything on this trans man. My wife said, "Don't do it, David." I said, "Shut up, bitch, I know. Sure enough, the trans man prevailed. That motherfucker knocked that regular man out inside of the first round. And the guy that he knocked out was Mexican. You know how they are. That motherfucker never go home. Ever. My wife was shocked. She said, "David, how did you know that trans man was going to win?" I said, "Elementary." Now look at this picture. Common denominator is testosterone. Whoever has the most testosterone will always win. And I saw that picture, that trans man. That motherfucker had a full beard. This nigga looked like Mos Def. You know how much testosterone you have to put in a bitch for her to grow a full beard? A trans man, that can fool you fellas. I saw one on television. You'd have never known this was once a woman. It was a trans man, but the motherfucker had only finished half of the surgery. The top half. From his waist up was just all nigga, like his shoulders was broad, beard, mustache, everything. And voice was all deep. "Hey, how you doing?" Like all that shit. But when that nigga stood up from the desk, he was like, "Yo, my man." Them some beautiful hips. So the man decides he wants to have children. Now his wife is a regular woman. You know how lazy regular women are. That bitch made him have the baby. He was working and he had the baby. He was like, "Well, when I first found out I was pregnant, it was important to me that I worked throughout my entire pregnancy. I did. I worked the first 8.5 months." And then he goes, "And no one at my job was any the wiser." I give the rest of us some credit. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if you on the job and one of the fellas starts gaining weight, you're not just going to be like, yo, Frank, what's going on? Are you pregnant? Nigga, what's going on? I'm not going to guess this. Apparently, somebody found out. And whoever found out told a bunch of people, and then the niggas started getting like death threats. Like at one point, he brings Diane Sawyer into his study. He's like, "I want you to hear something." And he presses play on his answering machine. It's fucked up, man. It's like one just terrible message after another. Real mean shit. Like, "I hope you die," and "I hope your baby dies." Really, really fucked up. It made me feel bad. Not just that the messages were so bad, but I was upset that this nigga still has an answering machine. I mean, what the fuck? Who is this guy? How is your phone so far in the past and your body's all the way in the future? They're like, who are you? But I don't need to tell y'all nothing about trans, because this is North Carolina. That's right. the trans-hating capital of the world. Nobody hates trans more than you guys. Yeah, I said it. You're the ones with that bathroom law. I said that when they wouldn't let me into that transgender party at Pit Hook. I go, I can't come in. They were like, no, David Khari, you can't. I said, man, you use the bathroom? They said, oh, that's North Carolina's bathroom law says the person in North Carolina must use the restroom that corresponds with the gender they will assign on their birth certificate. Yeah, I know. I don't care what you think, but that's not fair. No American should have to present a birth certificate to take a shit at Walmart in Greensboro. Like crazy. And a thinking person has to ask themselves, who is a law like this designed to protect? Imagine it was me. Let's say they're protecting me, transphobic Dave Chappelle. And there I am at Walmart in Greensboro doing some shopping. I should tell you, if this ever happens in real life, just know that my dreams didn't work out. Made way too much money to ever be seen in Walmart again. But let's say something goes wrong. There I am in Walmart, rummaging around all that bullshit. And all of a sudden I have to use the bathroom, so I excuse myself. I'll be right back, family. I'm going to the restroom. And then I go to the men's room, and I'm standing at the urinal. And this is what your law is going to do. There I am at the urinal. And then suddenly, a woman walks into the men's room. That's weird. And then she stands shoulder to shoulder at the urinal with me. Ugh, what's going on? And she hikes her skirt up and pulls a real live, meaty out. What do you think I'm going to say? Thank God she's in here with me. At least now I know my family's safe. No. I'm going to be very uncomfortable. That's me. I would feel better if it was a man with a vagina. He backed up to the urinal next to me. It's weird, but my mind would just be like, that's funny.
I'm goddamn sick of it. This is the worst time ever to be a celebrity. You're gonna be finished. Everyone's doomed. Michael Jackson has been dead for 10 years, and this has 2 new cases. And if you haven't watched that documentary, then I'm begging you, don't watch it. It's f***ing gross. I felt like HBO was sticking baby dick in my ears for 4 hours straight. Really nasty shit. I don't want to know all these things. Turns out, Michael Jackson allegedly likes a long gander at the ass. So they said he stares at people's buttholes. That's what they said. That's how gross the documentary was. I'm gonna say something that I'm not allowed to say. But I gotta be real. I don't believe these motherfuckers.
I do not believe. Why? Let me qualify the statement. I was known on the streets as a victim blamer. Yeah, me, somebody would be like, hey, Chris Brown just beat up Rihanna. I'll be like, well, what did she do? Michael Jackson's molested children. Well, what were those kids wearing at the time? I think did it. By the way, even if he did do it, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I mean, it's Michael Jackson. I know more than half the people in this world have been molested in their lives. But it wasn't no goddamn Michael Jackson, was King got his it's up by the king apart. All we get is all for Thanksgivings for the rest of our lives. You know how good it must feel to go to school the next day after that shit? Hey Barry, how was the weekend? How was my weekend? Michael Jackson sucks my And that was my first sexual experience. If I'm starting here, then Kai's the limit. Me? I know it seems harsh when man somebody's got to teach these kids. There's no such thing as a free trip to Hawaii. Nate's gonna wanna look at your or something. You know why I don't believe it? Because Michael Jackson's out here doing all this molesting. Then why not Macaulay Culkin? Macaulay Culkin said in an interview that Michael Jackson never did anything inappropriate with him or even around him. Think about that shit. You know, I'm not a pedophile. But if I was, Macaulay Culkin's the first kid I'm saying that right now. I'd be a goddamn real. Hey, that guy over there, kid from Home Alone. And you know how hard he is to catch. So I'm waiting, Quokkas. The time of this Michael Jackson shit is what makes me doubt it. Every time this war is going out of control, the economy gets bad or something is wrong with the world at large, it's always these moments in history that Michael Jackson will coincidentally off a kid that's skin ridiculous. Like, are you planning this shit? It means, Michael, thank you for coming. Because you know, Michael, the world's not been going as well as we expected. There's been a lot of hiccups in the public asking us what questions, of course, and, well, Michael, there's no nice way to say this, and all I know how to do is be direct, so I mean just be direct. We're gonna need you to jerk off another child, Mike, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it would really help out. Or maybe he did it, who knows? Who knows? That's the thing, that's why I want to say who knows? Who my God, and this little boy knows, that's about it. That's about it. Only reason that I can even talk about this shit is because everybody's speculating they all think he did it. And I don't think he did it. I'm alone in this. I don't think he did it. I'm not gonna say I don't think he did it. That's too strong. Let me just say I am reserving judgment until all the facts come out. So far from when I mean, the kid said he's dying of cancer, he was in Make-A-Wish Foundation, he claimed he had 2 weeks to live, and it was his dying wish to meet Michael Jackson. Come on, man, give me a fucking break. This kid's 10 years old, he don't remember Thrill of the... I mean, Michael Jackson, quite honest. I remember Thrill and I just like kinda wanted me to... I wouldn't break the appointment, made him, I put it that way. and he'd already be free. 但是你敢三个半半的就微信个 Oh mama, oh, give me the room, chubby chuckle. I wouldn't want to meet that mouth. My lay is to win my night or show somebody my goods. Holy shit, as I see the quiet pie and your Uber driver's passenger seat. Oh, the phone with this guy. Yo, he is launching nigga. I watched Donald Trump at a press conference and it's all the media gathered and this nigga literally asked the media to their face to stop finding shit out. I was like, yo, this is bucket. And then, I like make it up. His lips started sweating. His lips. Have you ever seen his lip sweat? Who just makes lips? It's like be on the plane, right? You be on the plane. I get scared to fly. I do it all the time. I be scared on it. And sometimes the plane will hit turbulence, bro. And then I get nervous. But I always look at the flight attendant and she was calm. And it makes me feel calm. But if that bitch's lips were sweating, oh, it's terrifying. Like, yo, nigga, why your lip friend? What do you know? You know, and then I might make the shots. Bonnie goes, you don't know how scary the things I read in my briefings are. I'm like, holy shit, man, you ain't supposed to tell that, bro. That's bad leadership. Even as a parent, you don't shit my kids like, hey, little man, come here real quick, I will hold you for a second. Yo, I'm pretty much part of the redneck and I am worried. Very worried. Gotta go to school, have a productive day, like I was just thinking out loud, getting some shit off my chest, man. You doing, bro? That's bad, man. Cheese, fries. All the ideas sound like high people ideas. But he done bent these things through before he tells what he's thinking. As soon as it occurs to him, it shit sounds nuts. I'm gonna go to China, and I'm gonna get those jobs from China and bring them back here to America. For what, nigga? So iPhones can be $9,000. Need that job in China where it belongs. None of us will work that hard. Take it. Oh, I wanna wear Nikes. I will make them shits. Do. Stop trying to give us Chinese jobs. I am going to bring back coal. Coal? I'm not even exaggerating. I have never, in my life, even seen of a coal. I honestly don't even know what coal is for. But be great. Take around out there looking for shit. Find me some truffles, nigga. That's what I'm about. And these shovel prices are getting out of control. If it gets any worse, I'm gonna be back down to regular butter like everybody else. Terrible, terrible job. North Korea with right battle threats. Fire Gary like, yo, we doing? Korea, man. Kim Jong-un is scary, he might be crazy strong. Scary shit. And if you were naive, that thinks that a war with Korea is gonna be easy, then you don't play Call of Duty 3 a.m. I got it. That's when the Koreans play. You Korean kids have got my whole goddamn platoon last night. I've never seen somebody in the office so high with the most tissue-based solutions I get. We should not let any more Muslims in the country till we can figure out what's going on. The teachers say, figure out what's going on. Who doesn't know how to do basic math? Let's count it out, okay? Some 17 mass shootings in the United States. 4 of them were done by Muslims. None of those 4 Muslims were from any of the 7 countries in Stugale's original ban. And since he brought it up, the other 13 shootings were done by the Tiki Torch whites. These are facts. You don't see me trying to ban white people from the show to keep the rest of the audience safe. Terrible idea because it's mean and it's racist, and most importantly, it would be catastrophic to my bottom line. If there were no white people here tonight, I might leave the special at $1,800. This man needs to realize that we all need each other. And that's why we will never ever be able to beat China, because everybody in America is racist and everybody in China is Chinese. Called it all wrong. And don't believe the media either, because that's all the shit's happening. The media is trying to make us believe that the extremities amongst us are the norms. We can disagree, have fun, and most of us are keeping a cool head about this shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes I think that the media is hard on Trump. Cause I see shit that they get on him about that doesn't seem dead to me. And they got on Trump about not staying in the White House enough. Some motherfucker who's rich is shitting the gold toilet. Sure, I don't know if you've ever been to the White House. It looks like a very nice place to work, but I won't well live in Scooby-Doo's house either. It's terrifying looking. Imagine you trying to jerk off in the crib and Abraham Lincoln's just looking at you like... Shit, we shouldn't say that either. He's rich too. I'm going to my ranch in Texas. Oh, Bob, fucking moving to the White House. This is a nice place. Doing this wrong. The media got on about putting Jared Kushner in his cabinet, and I didn't think that was the worst thing he'd done. The mule still are we in. Mason and President Kennedy hate his brother's attorney general, right? Watching it outside, to be honest with you, I'd probably do the same thing. And in fact, I do. You think I go to Hollywood meet with all of my folks by myself? I bring my Nick McMinn's from the streets. I don't even know his real name. Everybody just calls him McMinn's. But I know he's not qualified to even listen to these meetings, but makes me feel good. And all the white will look at me like, baby, my that's your friend, McMinn, so it's here's us so that we can talk business. And I say, anything you say to me, McMinn can hear that shit. And he'll listen to the whole meeting. When they done talking, I just look over at McMinn's, and if he gives me a signal, meow meow, I'll find the papers. It's a gut check. Or how about this one? Man, when it was there at the election, and the president of Taiwan called Donald Trump to congratulate him. And Donald Trump, of course, took the call and talks to the president of Taiwan. Problem with that was, Taiwan doesn't have a president. The United States functions on what they call a one China policy, and Taiwan is a renegade province of said China. And Donald Trump didn't know that, and pick up phone and saw the yammer away in. The media ate his ass up, and I'm not gonna lie. I was laughing like shit. I said, oh shit, this dumb is in trouble. And then that night I was in bed, drifting off to sleep, and then I had to admit to myself outside, I didn't know that shit either. And then I realized the media got the story wrong. The story wasn't that Donald Trump took the call. The biggest story is that nobody told Donald Trump not to take the call. It's terrifying. God damn it, you don't have a McMinn's on your team. One night they were calling the White House, they were calling the switchboard the Trump Towers, and they were getting through. Anybody, Mr. President, there's a Ricky Ticky tabby on the phone for you. This, put him through. Hello, Ricky Ticky, get the top T. His President is John Jacob Jingleheimer Smith on the phone. His name is my name too. Put him through. Hello, John Jacob, let's talk business.
About a year ago, there was a mixed martial arts match, professional fight, unprecedented, never happened before. It was a fight with a trans woman versus what we used to call back in the old days, a woman. It's a pretty shocking fight. Can't believe that an athletic body would sanction such a bout, and yet it happened. And normally, I don't gamble. You better believe, nigga, everything. The house, the kids' college, everything. Everything on that trans woman to win. Well, I'm still rich, aren't I? That trans woman beat the brakes off that regular bitch. Broke bones in her face, everything. From the first bell, I was at the TV screaming, "Stop the fight!" Beat the shit out of her. And the next day, this transphobic ass media starts blaming the trans woman for winning the fight. breaking bones in that regular bitch's face. But we know the truth. I want to be politically correct too. But goddamn it, that was that regular one's fault, bitch. That was dangerous. You know what the it is. You know what it is. You're f***ing crazy. You're gonna get yourself killed. If I put some lipstick on Mike Tyson, you wanna fight him too, bitch? What are you doing? What are you doing? 2 weeks later, I can't make this up. 2 weeks later, it's a professional boxing match. It's trans man versus the man. All right, audience, you're at the window. Place your bets. This one was harder. I had to look at pictures first. When I saw them pictures, I was all in. Everything on this trans man. My wife said, "Don't do it, David." I said, "Shut up, bitch. I know. Sure enough, the trans man prevailed. That motherfucker